Do not doubt yourself. How do you make decisions? Here. Most of the time. It's right here. Imperfect. We're imperfect. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we need to say, I'm sorry. We always need to learn from our mistakes. But we need to trust ourselves. I did a song and a video I called Happy Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving. I'm by myself in a different country. So I'm sure some loneliness was in that. Probably some frustration at what's happened on Earth with the human species and all the greed and concentrated wealth here and over here, all these people that have nothing. Angry at that. I'm angry at the human race. Yeah. And I was thinking, this is Thanksgiving, and I love Thanksgiving, giving thanks for the good things we have, the beauty of ourselves and the world. And I was thinking, I should erase those. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more positive. But a couple of good things happened, and that's usually, what happens is we feel better when some of the good things happen to us. And they can be small. And it just reminded me no, that's who I am. That's who I was when I did that video. That was true. So just trust yourself. And sometimes you might try to look back and overthink. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I should, it's like, just get over yourself, and move on and trust your heart. And let me see, how does it go? I forget who said it. Hell is for those stuck on themselves. We can't be looking at ourselves, me. Not just I want $1 million and I want a big house, but also me. What did I do? What am I doing? Just was it the Greeks that said, a life unexamined is not worth living? See, I don't believe that. The idea you can examine yourself and I should do, I think it's intuitive. It's in here. It's in here. Your spirit, your soul, your heart. You can concentrate and analyze, but I think this is going to be called trust yourself. Trust yourself. And through good and bad. I remember one breakup, and I forget what she had said, and we were a good couple. I don't know if I've been in a relationship where we were ever bad to each other. Why would you want to be in one of those? If you're in one of those, get out of that. Being alone is better. But I remember, I'm a tall, skinny dude, goofy dude. I said, and it was in response, and I think to something she had said, I said, I hope you're more physically attracted. I hope you're more physically attracted to your next boyfriend. And she said, me too. And there was nothing wrong with that. That was the truth. At that point, that was the truth. Some people say, oh, that's too, I'm like, no, man, that's, I don't want to be in a relationship if that's how it is. Everybody's attractive. Everybody is attractive one way or another. Everybody's smile, everybody's eyes, laugh. We get caught up on in this physical beauty that we've been seduced by, and maybe some of it is natural, but a lot of it's just sold and pushed, and Instagram, and how many people are taking pictures of themselves, all these selfies. I don't think that's healthy. And they maybe dress provocatively and all these selfies, and then they put it up. Look at me. I'm seducing you. Like, follow me. Follow me. That's so funny. Follow me. It's mainly, some people, I'm sure, it's like, I have nothing. I'm struggling. I don't like my life. I need some money. Oh, I can do this and be maybe sexually provocative. I can make money that way. Or I can sell this or that. Oh my gosh, how many people are trying to sell fashion and makeup stuff? Makeup, that's a good name for it. I can make you look better. I can make you'll feel better about yourself because you look better and people will notice you more. Hell is for those stuck on themselves. We need to love each other. We need to build a good community. We need to support each other, not love money. Love each other, not money. Love the earth, not money. Right now, our systems in the whole world, we love money. So we're destroying each other and we're destroying the world. See, that's what I can't get away from. Because to me, that's reality. And I want to accept reality, but I want to be positive. I want to be able to say, I love this earth. I love these people. I love myself. I love being alive. The joy, the gift, the amazing journey for about this long. I'm 67, so it was this long and now it's this long. But maybe I've learned something. I don't know. Trust yourself. Here's a story. Or, like for guys, and maybe it's changed, but I think it's still mainly guys. If you're kind of attracted to a woman or someone, say something. Say, hey, let's go get coffee someday, or hey, would you like to take a walk, or, make that step. And if they say, oh, not really, it's like, okay, that's all you can do. All you can do is say, hey, I like you. Let's go out. And they may say, sure, or no. What was I going to say? Oh, different decisions you make in your life. It wasn't one of the worst. It was one of the most consequential. I'm playing basketball as a senior, and the coach is an asshole, and I'm kind of wild, and he's kind of cruel, and at one point I just quit after. In AAU, I'd been part of 2 state champions. When I was a sophomore, I started, and I was a state champion with my big brother, which was awesome. And that year, my senior year, I could have played with my little brother and friends, lifelong friends. But he was just trying to put me into, trying to control me. I was 17, man. I was a man. And you can say, oh, you think you were a man? I said, yeah, I was almost 18. You'd send me to war. At 18, you'd send me to war. I've been driving a car for almost 2 years. You send men to war, right? You'd send a lot of 18-year-olds to Vietnam. I hope they were men. Well, I was almost a man. I felt like I was. it's an amazing fall for me for being here and just falling out of the picture. Didn't get a scholarship, didn't go to college, started washing dishes. But it was the right decision. In that situation, I didn't have anybody to help me. My dad was drinking. He didn't do nothing. And it played out the way it was supposed to. So I don't look back and regret and go, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. You're a human being. You make decisions. Get over it. You make decisions. And it's easy to look back and say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But all you're doing is you're stopping yourself from dealing with right here, right now. Right here. This is where we are. Not back there. We're not back there. And mistakes are part of being a human. And making the right decision is part of being a human too. Especially for you. What's the right decision for you? So trust yourself. What did I want to do yesterday? More than anything, I had a little list. Get a flower. My red rose is on the way out. So I made the decision. Do I get another red rose or a pink rose or yellow rose? That was my decision. It was the right decision at the time. I don't look back. They're beautiful. Kindred spirits. Oh, I'll tell one more story. I'm a storyteller, you know that. Because this is the song I'm going to write. I write different songs. I was working on lyrics. Sometimes, like today, I wake up with this thought in my head. Even if I have a song ready to sing and record, I have this thought in my head that now this is what I want to do. My girlfriend and I were leaving the mall. We just watched a movie. I was driving. I stopped the car and just started crying like a baby. Couldn't stop. Didn't want to stop. I just watched Little Man Tate. And I think the main story is the idea of being apart. Like here is the world and you're over here. You're disconnected for lots of reasons. It can be lots of reasons. That was the main story, I think, on Little Man Tate. And at the end, he was a chess prodigy, young kid, who they separated from his friends because he was, oh, you're so smart, and you need to go to this chess, place. All the great chess kids. And so they separated from his group, this community. And yeah, he had a different community. But basically what he wanted to do was come back. I just want to be, I forget how he said it at the end. I just want to be connected. I just want to be normal. I just want to be, part of a community. That's one of the biggest things we all want. Love and affection and connection. When you fall, people help pick you up. When you celebrate, or people there with you. When someone else falls, you help pick them up. When something good happens to them, you help celebrate. And sometimes, like Thanksgiving, we do it all together. It's a communal thanks for you.